And welcome back. Yeah, I know I kind of got to messing around with this last night and just kept finding like little things here and there where I just kind of wanted to display, maybe show off a little bit. Not my playing, but just the game itself. Just kept finding like little nooks and crannies that just were just like really interesting. And I also played like one of the songs, and I got that idea that
Rocksmith 2014.
it might actually be a cool idea to just kind of dig a little deeper into a couple things. So I think I'll make a couple more vids, maybe dig a little deeper into learning a song, maybe and using the Riff Repeater, because like the options in there are like incredibly cool and totally intuitive compared to the last version. It's just like leaps and bounds above the last one, and I had no complaints about the last one. So I still can't get the Ubisoft servers. It's just first day blues, first week blues. You know how that goes. So hopefully they'll come up a little bit. So like I said, I was just going through and just kept finding like little things like here and there. So I figured, okay, maybe I'll go through, learn a song, kind of in depth a little bit, like go from start to finish on like a fairly easy song. And then maybe go and do another video, go a little bit deeper into the session mode, because that was like almost all I did last night was just mess around the session mode. There's like so much stuff to do. And then maybe show like another video, just like little miscellaneous, and then just actually start getting into the songs. But alright, let's see.
Learn a song.
Yeah, I messed around with the Riff Repeater in this a little bit. So I wanted to kind of do a song like I'm just not familiar with at all, or that I haven't like seen a video for or anything. Fairly easy. If you hit tab, you can sort by different ways. You got by source, whether or not you own it. If you can mark songs as favorites. Go through alphabetically, titles, artists, year. So much easier than the last one, and it actually keeps what your filter is. This song's catchy. It might be this song that I do. It sounds fairly simple. So there's like by difficulty. So like, what's some of it? That Black Magic one's harder than Thunder Kiss? Oh, about that. We're messing around with that a little bit. And of course, Blitzkrieg Bob. Just had to give that one a shot. Alright, and then what else we got? About mastery, about the length of the song, the Rocksmith recommends, how many times you played it. I've been sticking with the tuning, because you got E standard, and you notice like some of these songs, they'll say like E standard, and they'll have like an A and then a frequency number. I mean, it's not really like the technical E standard. It's a little bit in between like an E standard or E flat, or that song's kind of calling me too. You notice I got some of the DLC in here, all the ones for 2014. I haven't seen any of the DLC I bought for the first game, but there's so many other songs to play. Also, Uplay actually has a song that you can download. Like, you use Uplay points, which you earn by doing specific things, and you get a bunch of points, and then you turn it in. That song sounds insane. So there's like a little unlock for you there. There's just so many songs to choose from. So here's all the E standard. You know, Machine Head's a little bit off the E standard. Good tune, good tune. So I guess you just have to, when you start the song, they'll just make you retune it. And we got some other tunings. There's some drop D tunings. It made me play drop D before. And then you got E flat drop D, so that's drop D, and then everything down the step. D standard. Good tune too. And then I never heard these guys, but they sound exactly like a band called Monster Truck should sound. So pretty happy with that. Alright, so let's go back up to the E standard and just kind of keep it somewhat simple for like a step drill. What do I want to play? What do I want to play? This song too. Alright, yeah, let's do this one. Why not? It's DLC, so haven't seen too much in it. Let's see. So we're not gonna do any of the stuff down here. Although maybe I'll show a lesson in another video too. Let's go right into the song, right to the tuning. But we'll see how it goes. Alright, so song starts out just like I showed you on the last video. Alright, let me get a little feel for it. It might not be as easy as I thought. Let's see. See, like, as I'm playing, as I'm hitting the notes, it goes up. So we already saw all that, so that's cool. So now let's take a look at some of these options here, because like it's so customizable, it's ridiculous. So we're in the Riff Repeater. Of course, we can set the difficulties as we see fit, and it gives you a little preview, so you can actually like play along and see if like, okay, yeah, I got that, and that looks pretty cool. I like personally the added notes as you're going through. I'd rather see them all and then play it at a slower speed, and then just see if I could kind of keep up with that and see. Alright, so that's at 75% speed. Now, if I set the difficulty at a lower one, then I can set the difficulty repetitions. So, in like the last game, as soon as you nailed something, it just like, bam, it took you right out of the Riff Repeater. It was like, okay, you did it once, that's good. This, you can actually set it so that you hit a difficulty, but let's say like you think you lucked into it, you could actually change the number of times you have to play that difficulty before it moves on. I think that's really cool. The level up, yeah, we definitely want to keep leveling up. That means like if you hit it at like 85% and then play it at 85% twice, then that means that's when it's gonna bump you up. That's really cool. So then you got your speed settings. So like I said, let's keep it at 100. And we'll do a difficulty repetition of 2, and then we'll move on and say, all right, you nailed it, and then it'll just keep repeating because I'd be at 100. But if I have the speed set at like 75, I can play all the notes, and let's say I hit all the notes, then I can set it to, all right, bump me up to like 80 or 85. It'll, depending on how you play, it'll bump it up. And I can also say, okay, but I want to hit it 100% at 75% speed twice. So that's what I'm saying here. Auto continue, I'm pretty sure that's once you hit it, let's just get back into the song. I hit it. You can set error tolerance, which, I mean, for solos, that's going to be awesome because a lot of times those solos, you know, you get like these really, really quick bends or cross strains. Just, you know, like you have like 35 notes in like a 2-second span, and if you miss one of them, then it's not going to move you on here. And that can get kind of frustrating and annoying. So if you want like a little bit of leeway, then you can set the error tolerance. So cool, so cool. Especially anybody who tried to play Freebird in the Riff Repeater on the first one. The worst part about that was in the first one, let's say, okay, you spend like 25 minutes just trying to hit this like one speed and percentage, right? Like I'm at 80, I'm at like 96%, and I was just like, I gotta play like 100 notes all like the same time, and then I finally get it after like 45 minutes, and it'll go like to 98%. So like, and then I gotta do it all over again to try to get 100. So like, just like these little touches are like so tight. Master mode, again, let's turn that off so I can always see the notes. I'll show you a cool use for the master mode in a little bit. And then view previous mistakes. That means, okay, I got 100% and 75%. Let's say I missed 2 notes. The next time I play it, you're going to see like a little exclamation mark around the notes saying, hey, you missed this one last time. This part's cool too. You can do the section starts and the section ends. If you notice, I got the bracket around a specific section here, and that's what's repeating. And I can play any part of the song and any length of the song. I don't have to just stay in the same section. I can say like, okay, I got like this one section of the song that's like 4 blocks long that I want to practice. Too cool, too cool.